Hello, BMI members. This is going to be a really quick tutorial of how to create an email through Constant Contact. I'm going to try to talk as I do this. I apologize that I have you on speaker so that I can do this as I am recording this video. Again, as a BMI member, you get 30% off Constant Contact. So just remember that. When you go to sign up for Constant Contact, I think they give everyone a 30-day trial period. So you can go in there and play around with this if you like it before you actually have to give them your credit card information. So we're going to start here by creating an email. Now it's automatically going to give you all these different templates that you can use for this. I like that you can do, like if you wanted to do, let's do basic. I'm going to go with this one. Let's go with this one. Now you don't have to use their templates, but what it does is it gets you started. It does save time. Okay, first of all, that's our old logo. So I'm going to change that. Okay, so when you go, this right here, whenever you want to go to replace anything, when you click on it, it'll ask you to replace. And these are things I've already uploaded, guys. That's why they're already in there. But if you wanted to upload a new picture, you just click here and you browse on your computer to get it uploaded. Now, I do have one that I need to upload, so I'm going to do that now. Browse my computer. Click on it. Upload the file. Done. Hover over it. Insert. Now, there's my video right there. Now, if there's something on here that you don't like, you can delete it. You don't like the color, you click on build. Okay, so let's design. Click on design. So there's your outer background, which is this part background right here, which I think is so ugly. I like to go real dark with it. And then you have your inner background, which is this area right here that you want to keep white usually. And then here is your buttons and dividers, which I'm going to go with something funky. No, I'm not. I can't do that. I want to do it, but I'm not going to do it. We're going to go with a deep color that matches something within our email. That's too dark. There we go. Okay. So you see it changed this. It changed my button here, and then it also changed this. Now, I want this button, but I want this button over here. Let's just say. And I don't need this right here. So I'm going to hover over it. I'm going to go over here to the settings, and I'm going to delete it. And I don't know what I'm going to put there yet, so we'll come back to that. Okay, so I've just done a YouTube video, and what I want to do is, actually, I've got to delete this. Because I need a video there. So I've got to add a video. We're going to go to more. And right here is your button. So again, you're in build, more, video, there. So now we can delete. So if I click on this little guy, it'll let me delete him. Okay, so there's our video. And the difference is that now you're going to put your video URL there. And this allows them to click on the video URL and go straight into the video. And it looks like that. See, I like it when it has that on there. I think it looks better. All right, so I'm gonna change this to. All I did was click on it, start typing, and it allows me to do this. I don't need that link. I'm going to highlight over that, and then I'm just going to say testing here because I don't know what I'm going to put there yet. Yada, 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 yada. And I don't need this now because I have them going over here. But let's just say that whatever I put here isn't that much information, and so it doesn't line up with my picture. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the spacer button right here, again, still on build, the spacer button, and we're putting it just over that. Now, my mouse is sitting there, but if I go a little bit higher, it's going to take the whole way across, and you don't want to do that. You don't want the whole way across. You want to go just over this guy. You have to be really careful when you're doing that. So now it's giving me a spacer. So now I'm going to put this right here in line with this, so that looks a little bit cleaner. I don't know. I mean, there's so much you could do with it to change everything up. If you want to change the font, you click on it. And there you go. There's change your font. Again, and I've said this in previous emails, when you change your font on here, it'll give you this message. I don't know which ones work and which ones don't, to be honest with you. And you can't get too crazy with the fonts on this website or on this platform, so I think either way is good. I usually tend to stick with these easier ones that are easier to read because people look at these really quick and then they're out. So, all right, so let's say I don't need this part, right? So I'm going to delete this. And it's gone. Let's say I don't want this part. I'm going to delete that too. And it's gone. Let's say, I don't know why the headline is down here, right? If you want a headline like that with color in it, you go up here to build. I'm sorry. You scroll down, and there's your headliner. Got it? Okay. So let's take this little doohickey off of here because I don't want him. But what I do want at the bottom, like I wanted all of my emails, is my social media. So I've already pre-filled in all my social media links, and now they're there. And when you do an email on here, anything you put down here, I highly suggest that once you start to use this, you need to set this stuff up, preset it up before you do any emails. You put in your name, your address, all that good stuff, contact information, because you want this to automatically be at the bottom so you don't have to keep adding stuff when you're doing the emails. And then this unsubscribe is always going to be there because it's kind of a rule. They have to do that. I don't like this color. So you see right here, I clicked on that, and now I am in the text part. So if I change the text to black, oh no, you got to highlight it. I just changed the text to black. But if I want to change the color of this right here that was already there, I have to do this. I have to click on the little thing here on the colors I've been using. And then now I see that I don't like that up against each other, so let's go back to the white. All right, is everybody with me? I want that, so I'm just going to hit delete. So obviously, you might end up putting more content in your emails. Let's say you don't like this broken up thing. There's two ways you can play around with this. If you're just going to do text, you're just putting in simple text, you click on this and you drag it over here. And when you click on it and you copy it, just run your mouse across so that you can just take it all out. Then you type whatever you want to type. You want to center it, let's say. And then you want another divider. So we're going to take this divider right here, and we're going to put it right here. All right, so whatever you hit. Now let's say, okay, yeah, but now that I'm looking at this, maybe I need a heading on this. So we're going to scroll down over here to the left, and we're going to pull the one up that's got the heading on it. Now, for some odd reason, it still wants to keep the color at gray. So we're going to hover over this and click it so this little setting guy will come up. So we can hit the paint button, click it, and change him to red. Now I notice that sometimes when you have this here like this in the middle, you won't need this little line. So we're going to delete that line now. I'm going to delete this line right here. Now, this line, let's make it thicker. All I've done is click on it. See that? All right, what else? All right, so this gives you a way to, these are already set up for you, but if, let's say you were messing with this section right here and you decided, I want to add a picture, go over here to the build again, images, and instead of putting it like above it or right there, you put it over here to the right or to the left. And then it puts it there. And if you want to make it larger, you just do this. Now it'll get to the point to where it won't let you, you can only go so far because it's got to leave room for this. But there's your picture. I'm going to hit save here because we've done a lot on this one already. Before I do that, let's make sure we title our email. I just clicked on that up there to the left. Texting social media tips. Now, let's say, before we move further, I'm going to hit save one more time right here up at the top. Let's say you're like, you know what? I'm going to use this again because I like the way I've set this up. I'm going to show you here in just a second how to do that. Before we move further, always, always, always check for errors. If you don't, it's going to come back and bite you. It's done it to me so many times. Okay, to content. What is it telling me I need? Show. Oh, it's because I haven't put anything there. So it's telling me I need to do all that. So that's good. But my links are good. And that's the one thing that I always forget is my links. So we're good there. Let's preview it. Now when you're in preview, you can click on these things. And so here we want to click preview. And it's going to take us straight to the BMI YouTube page and it'll start the video. So we know that works. So we're good there. Now, this obviously needs to be fixed, so I'm not going to send it yet. Well, that's part one, guys. I hope that helps. Oh, one last thing. Let's go back. Okay, so see, I just logged out of this. So if I go to campaigns up here at the left, the one that I just did, you can click on it again here. Now, technically, it's still a draft because I didn't schedule it. So it's letting me go in and do whatever I want to do. But you want to make sure you remember to change this up here because this is easy to forget to do too, to change that section. So you got to make sure you change your title. If you sent this, let's see, if you wanted to copy this platform right here, when you go back to campaigns, you click more, copy. So now you've just basically saved that format that you created, but you'd have to change the name of it. It won't let you save it. So I'm going to add a 2 at the end and hit save. And you just have to make sure when you're doing this that you go in and you're replacing whatever the links are that you're trying to do. So I hope that helps, guys. And I look forward to helping you guys with more of these. And if you would like for me to walk you through some of this, I can do it in a way that we can bring it up online together and do it together, and I'll walk you through each step. My number is 813-557-5625. Thank you.